Greetings everyone, and great here with another Age Powers 3 replay. So on bottom right side as the blue Chinese, we have FerXXo. On top left side as the red Hausa, we have Vindian. And I still don't know how to pronounce this name. More I look at it, more I change my pronunciation. Hausa? Hausa? Hausua? Hasua? I have like, is this one syllable or two syllables or three syllables? No. Yeah, it's definitely not Hasua, because that would be H-A-S. Hausa? Hausa. Hausa? Either way, he's going to some village doggos. And China. No deck selected just yet. Does pull out trade post here. When it comes to natives of the map, we got the very important yaks. They like to talk back. We'll show them who's boss. Nice thing as well, both civilizations would love to get that livestock. But Hosua, of course, have the livestock market. The Chinese does have villages. Villages, of course, have free livestock pen. So you can get them fattened up quite nicely. And then you can eat them. Because they probably taste delicious. Like most animals. Got some lions being killed off by the Emir, stealing the written record of philosophy, problem-solving philosophy, which is Akuna Matata. After all, she's already killed off the boar. So Pumbaa's down, Simba's down, and then Timon is now claimed. Some C Sim C? Some Sim C. Oh, she doesn't say it, so I'm not sure what it's a reference to. And the Emir is named Queen Amina. Does kill off the honey badger and steal the fancy leathered hat. Or sandals, not hat. So, there goes the footwear of that honey badger, you monster. And you steal that man's hides for 50 coin. Training players has a shipment going for the rush deck. So we do have the Mandarin Duck squad as well as the new army. Transform all Chukanus and Arquebus, which can give you a nice little bit of power spike. Chengdo, Quang Packman and Chengdo swordsman. That will give him quite a bit more of a power spike right there. So one-time investment. If you start spamming out old Han armies, then you can go for that to give them a big upgrade. There's probably some sort of calculation you can do in order to figure out when that becomes cost effective. After all, this card does cost 400 food, which is expensive for a one-time upgrade, to say the least. Of course, got Step Riders, Castle, Flamethrower, Rickshaw. So it does have two flamethrowers available in Age 2. Diplomatic Intrigue, Ration Shields. You have double face armor. Repelling Volley. No Western Reforms card. Overall, looks like I got a lot of military cards here, but it looks like it's maybe just going to be around the new army. May get some other units deployed on the field, and then pop out new armor right before an assault. Summer Palace not being deployed on the field. Sua has a land deck. And he does not want all the water on the field. He already has gone for the Emir Katasin, another Emir on the field. We do have Liffin Knights and Commissaries. Trying to see if there's more of the Emir cards. Yep, we got another Emir card here, so we may go for triple Emir. Now bringing the shipment of raiders. Not sure what he aged up with, but I don't see the Songhai raid button there, so no raider big button or small button. War camp now pulled in the field, which will give him the small button raiders. Costs a lot more food though. Yak here. Summer Palace is deploying out the standard army, which is not the Old Han army. We do now have some Quang pikemen being shipped on in, as well as some wood. Outposts deployed in the field. Quang pikemen will be useful against the raiders. Currently there are 6 livestock here. Not all of them can be at the village. This yak tends to talk too much back. And that's why he's not part of the village. He can be retasked over here to get fattened up. The Emirs and the raiders push way forward. Now got the Quang pikemen pulled in the field. Quang pikemen still have good siege damage like other pikemen. The damage is 1 less than other pikemen, but there still should be a decent unit. Extra versus raiders. The Shalom Master does take some fire there, or stabs. Now got some Javelin Riders there. We got a large amount of cavalry just deployed on the field. He may just need to get more Quang pikemen. Going for some standard armies, come chase down the raiders. 1 villager does go down, but right now he needs to pull out some units. He has quite a bit of food and wood at the moment. Bring in the Old Han armies. Chukanos can help him gauge the Javelin Riders. We do also now have some Fulani archers help engage the Quang pikemen. Those handful of step raiders wouldn't be half bad. He may need to get all 3 basic units. Go for standard armies and Old Han armies. Some of these villagers getting hit there. These villagers need to back on off. Got quite a bit of force there. There's the Chuko news. Finds the opportunity to gauge the raiders. Chuko news trying to get overran. Chuko news looks like focus on the Javelin Riders. Quang pikemen cover formation. After the sentries and irregulars. Lonnie Archer's doing just fine. Don't think I've seen any step riders. Irregulars are now be picked on off. Some of these villagers may need backing off out of there. Blue has a good number of villagers exposed in this region. Does have another village. I think he spoke too many villages. He's at 90 population out of 41, though his army was larger. Another Old Han army deployed in the field. Now do have step riders. Shipment 7 of them could be very useful. Not too many raiders in the field. Now we've got a good number of Javelin Riders, so he needs to perhaps go for more standard armies. Chukanos will help engage those step Javelin Riders, and the raiders help engage the Fulani archers. By the way, he just needs more Chuko news. Got a shipment of Ming army, which will give him pikemen and Kashyyyks. He doesn't really need Kashyyyks at the moment. Yeah, the Kashyyyks won't be that useful. He's not fighting against too many raiders. And he doesn't need too many pikemen. There's a lot more Fulani archers here, and we've got some Gyros here for healing. Very nice. We'll be able to heal up the formation. We got a good number of step riders deployed in the field. There's a good number of javelin throwers here as well. Javelin riders. Got army of 57 versus 54, at least when it comes to total population. They have some military sizes. We now have the Palace of Mina to give him access to another palace and some influence. More Old Han or standard arms being built. Consulate now going on up. He does have a decent amount of export. He has almost shipment available. Maybe we're gonna go for Diplomatic Intrigue. That will give him basically 375 export. Yes, he's going for that. But who should he invest into? That I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who he should get as an ally. My first thought maybe was Ottomans for some Azaps and some Delis. But Azaps will be countered by the Flying Archers. They're heavy infantry. And the Azaps will do less damage, only do bonus damage against heavy cav out of range, if I remember correctly as well. Kashik's getting some decent damage there on the Raiders. Red's army's moving around. Another, more Kashyyyks and Quang pikemen. Yeah, let's go for the British, going for some musketeers. Musketeers will give them a nice little bonus. They will still be countered by those Fulani archers, but their guns are just generally good. So they'll be effective versus a little bit of everything.
Ready.
No ship available just yet. He can probably bring in... maybe around Livid Knights wouldn't be half bad. Actually, maybe Uncanny Nobles? Not sure. He's going for the Livid Knights. Livid Knights are heavy cav with mixed armor. Here are tooting their horns. Kashyyyks need to make sure they start hitting those raiders. There are a counter unit like the Javelin Riders. Emir is starting to go on down. Got still a good number of true canoes in the back. A good number of redcoats as well. Here are still tooting their horns. They're classified as infantry and healing unit, not classified as heavy nor light. More old Han armies now being deployed on out. We got a good number of palaces now being built. Old Han armies being pulled in the field. Going for another standard army as well. And now we've got mostly army of Javelin throwers and Fulani archers. Let's of course have a handful of Livid Knights for heavy cav. But Chukanos are still a unit he should generally be eyeing. Pikemen, Quang pikemen wouldn't be half bad, but not a perfect unit in this situation. But yeah, I think Old Han army is still the way to go. Or standard armies for Chukanus and Step Riders, or standard army. We got the Mandarin Duck Squad now pulling the field, against some access to a flamethrower, which only does 20% less damage versus cavalry. Nothing too insignificant. Also does ×6 against infantry, so it's still an anti-infantry tool. Got this army moving around. They need to turn around and fight. Flamethrower takes some fire there. The castle does not do a whole lot of damage, honestly. Chukanos firing away. Step Riders break forward. And there goes the flamethrower. Blue does leave behind some army so he can escape on out of there. You have a castle here. More musketeers have been pulling forward on in. We've got the Ratchet shields been pulling field with our shock infantry, which will be the same as the Staff Rider. They're also classified as a native, correctly, not a mercenary. He is deploying out another flamethrower. 2 flamethrowers on the build queue. There's the Ratchet shields. $16 damage. Good movement speeds. hand infantry, shock infantry. Yep. Comparison to step riders, they offer a similar damage and health. Step riders also do ×2 damage versus infantry, so they will be effective versus those Fulani archers, doing Hussar level damage. So it being picked apart here. You should only use the Queen Pikeman to torch it down. Everything else doesn't really offer good torch damage. Flamethrowers now engaging it. Don't really know how effective flamethrowers are to engage buildings. They do have times 400% damage multiplier against them, but I can never really tell with them. Now we've got a big engagement here. Rat and shields and pikemen now engaging the various cavalry for the Hausa. Cavalry's gonna go down for red. And there's, ooh, got a raid there. The Zapsu cavalry. That does give him a nice little flank there. A good number of lifted knights and raiders. Goes back on off. I think he should have pursued forward. Two canoes were ripping apart the javelin throwers. Flamethrowers need to start focusing on the Fulani archers. Two canoes gains good damage. All the cavalry's gone down. Red's now backing on off. Rat and shields also summons to life. There's the age up for the Hausa. Jala Master does go down there. We do now have more raiders being deployed on out. Wasn't paying attention to what he was aging up to. Has a shipment available. And I'll bring in the lifted knights. Oh, that's a no wonder that card's something pretty good. It's for camp and watchtower. So we have 1 watchtower and 4 palaces. Or 5, I believe. We do now got the elite ranged warriors and hand cavalry. Chinese player has enough food to age up, needs a lot more coin. This coin deposit is almost consumed. Does have this coin deposit here, as well as this gold deposit down here. Villages and the trading posts will be set ablaze. This will put them below pop cap. We now age up, and now it's going for the Confucian Academy to give him some free flying crows, and also gives him 8 arquebusts. You also need to pull out some more villages. Import a cannons research complete, so now you can bring in what, falconets? Bring a shipment of influence, as well as some elite javelin riders. They're still being built.
Ina sauraro.
3 falconets. We also go for another Emir once he gets enough influence for it. 1,000 influence is quite a bit. He sells tokens influence back here. Probably not enough for that shipment. Got these Quang pikemen trying to torch down this structure. You can turn around and stab these horses. I got a big conflict here. First strike for the Chinese. Flamethrower firing away. The flamethrowers need to be microed forward to hit those flying archers. There's various melee units trying to hit those falconets. Falconets do get some shots on these infantry units. One falconet still alive, and looks like it's going to be protected. Who's now backing on off. His flamethrower does get overran as well. Got more heavy cav here. This time the disciplined meteor hammers and the disciplined iron flails. Now I got the camel train. A train of 2 of them. Tucanos do take a bit of fire there. We can do now the Juku Na Wa. Nailed it. Even more Girots and villagers. There goes that village. And he is currently, the Summer Palace is currently building out those forbidden armies. We have a number of these hand mortars. Hand mortars, I believe, are the anti-artillery unit for the Chinese, doing times 6 damage versus artillery pieces. Bumping their damage from 5 up to 30. How amazing. They do offer a 34 range, so they're a pretty good anti-artillery unit. As much as I joke about that. They're also pretty cheap one population, so they're meant to be much more spammable than Culverin, of course. Who's now engaging, has a good number of true canoes in the back. Got some separators right forward. Got some arquebuses on the back line as well. Not sure. I think all the siege weapons down from the Hausa. Mortars still firing away. They only have 50% range resist. One AoE is also not good against infantry, so you can start damaging stuff slowly. Crossbows firing away. Gear's getting a bit of, looks like a bit of AoE, and red's not falling back. Looks like blue is technically 1, but the armies still seem pretty similar to me. Got army of 38 versus the army of 51. So and their current population is quite similar. You now have the mission fervor being researched. That almost looks like one of the Aztec cards can get and make mercenaries cheaper. Separators may be picked off here. We've got some Chengdo swordsmen here. You also could eye for the new army to upgrade this current one. It has a good number of Chuko news. An archivist does cost 85. A Chuko is technically worth 85 as well, but definitely much better quality than the archivist. Actually, 18 damage versus 15. They're actually quite similar, aren't they? Do of course a 16 range versus 20, and better and the same multipliers. Huh. The quality is not too different actually. Get the extra health and range resist, and if the biggest key factor is actually extra range, so no, they're not too terribly dissimilar though. We now have a good number of forbidden arms per point of view. I'm for the heavy cav. Bring a shipment of meteor hammers. Universe Mountain Siege. Red's now push way forward to see better damage. More of the heavy cav push way forward as well. If you can focus of his light infantry against the cavalry, it can be quite useful. Quite a bit of units stacked up here. The iron flails do a bit of AoE damage. Looks like the Red's army starting to get overran. Flying archers firing away, getting some great work done. We also got still a single flamethrower on the field. And we do also have a flying crow. He needs to micro that onto the flying archers to get some great damage there. Flying crows do good damage versus everything. Does do less damage versus cavalry. No bonus damage versus infantry like other heavy cannons. Of course, we do have some of the British redcoats now being employed in the field. And right now, Chinese population is 146 versus 155 at the moment. We'll have another round of Gyrots. Now, universities being built there. Shipment of influence being... Oh wait, never mind, that's not a shipment of influence. That's just the universities being set to influence. I'm just going crazy. We do now have shipment of the Mira Kano, so we get some Magadis and another hero, which I'm not sure where his current heroes are at. Ah, they're taking a nap. That'll be 3 heroes. I don't know if the... Oh, he did just get that. I don't know if any of these affect heroes. Oh, but you can get another hero here. Markernalism just is being researched now. Has another shipment available. And we do have Triple Town Center for the Hausa. We do now have the territorial armies now being employed in the field. Good volley there. Let's take out that Javelin Rider. Gyrots tooting their horn. Got some mortar fired. Cavalry now push way forward, trying to find another opportunity to engage. Right now, some Changdo Swordsman playing Pikeman over here could be quite nice. He does have good number Changdo Swordsman. Swordsman advance way forward. Flamethrower engaging. Almost all the heavy cats gone down. Changdo Swordsman come for a nice flank. Arquebus and Trooper News will get some great damage on the Javelin Riders. And now got a flank here with some Disciplined Iron Flails on the Fulani Archers, but they're quickly focused down. Arquebus advancing along the flank as well. Looks like Blue will force back Red's army. Hausa player does have 90 or 85 villagers, so he's maxing out his villagers pretty quickly. His opponent only has 49. Now bringing a shipment of Manchurian Cavalry Archer Mercenaries. Can't remember how thick they are at the top of my head. I guess we have to wait and see shortly. Flying Crow could be picked off here. There's the Cavalry Archers. Offer 27 damage, had twice attack speed. So overall, effective like cavalry. Offer also 5 nearly over 400 health as well. Got these units starting to engage there. We got the various handicap flanking onto them. It looks like the Chinese army is just simply much, much larger. The Hausa player is down to 163 military units. His opponent is up to 177. But for a round of 4 Falconets, that can be very useful. This one has a good number of flamethrowers on the field and has gotten them disciplined. Flying archers do have good range, so they can get some good first shots. Flying crow gets a good hit there. Flamethrower push way forward as well. Flying crow does get picked on up. Flying archers engaging. Flamethrower does go down. It looks like Red Army just getting disintegrated by the arquebusts and Shuko News. +4 range to Flani archers. That will put them even more range than this one arquebusts. Got a good number of falconets deployed on the field. Blue has to back away from that. That is a large number of falconets. That can annihilate any formation of infantry. Did Blue back out of the game? Why did Blue back the game? He was actually run out of fauna on the side of the map. And the Hausa player does have a good number of villagers, so I think yeah, it looks like Blue ran out of steam. He's has some berry bushes there, but it looks like he was just running out of resources on the map and did not have the second economy. So yeah, that was a great game. This is Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.